I make large-scale installations using kind of everyday building materials, and I kind of start them with a few elements in mind, usually a pattern, an image of a pattern, and the pattern comes from domestic sources like wallpaper, clothing, cushions, curtains, that kind of thing. And they usually come from my own personal background, and I kind of impose those patterns onto sort of public spaces. Like I've made pieces in sort of white box gallery spaces, and I've made them in gallery spaces that are more industrial, that might have been a warehouse in the past, and sort of retain that kind of industrial scale and industrial character. So for me, to be here at Wave Hill working in the sunroom was both an inspiration and a challenge. One, it was an inspiration because I use the idea of domesticity and domestic and personal scale a lot, and I sort of think about that. But in the past, I've taken that scale and imposed it upon these sort of larger scale spaces in a way to make an interaction for the viewer, like a personal interaction within this sort of public space. So working here in the sunroom space, it's already this, beautiful, ornate, highly detailed, domestic size space. So working with that, like I say, was an inspiration, but on the other hand, it was a challenge, because then what did it mean for me to use these sort of domestic patterns that already existed, this sort of domestic architecture that already existed in the space where I was working?